everybody. I'm Mike,
And I'm Maria.
and this is TalkAlley.
Hello, Mike.
Hey, good afternoon,
Good afternoon.
Germany and
Yeah,
Philippines.
good afternoon, Germany. And good evening, Philippines. Of course, we now have our 66th episode on Talk
Yes,
Alley, Mike.
correct. Yes, that's right. And not only that, we're also celebrating the Philippine Flag Days observance, which is part of
We
the.
celebrated
We celebrated,
last
yes.
episode.
And it is part of the 124th anniversary of the proclamation of the Philippines. Yeah,
Yes, Mike, that's
it
right.
was last year and
Last week.
last week, right?
So, what was the theme again?
It was Kalayaan 2022, pagsuong sa hamon ng panibagong bukas. So in English, rise towards the challenge of a new beginning.
That's right, Mike. People celebrated the Philippine independence, and the call for good governance, freedom, and democracy is a common theme for most of these activities worldwide. Especially sa my friend Jason was the host in Norway, right, Sarah? That was Norway, right? Yeah, Jason was the host there. It was amazing. So congratulations, Norway, for having a successful event last week. And of course, the
Yes.
Ube Festival. Don't
Yes,
forget, was also successful. It was attended by more than 2,000 Filipinos here
so
in
many
Germany.
people came.
So many people came. We would like to congratulate the Philippine Consulate in Frankfurt for having this very successful event and making sure that Filipinos were safe and happy, of course, all throughout the event. They had so many exhibits and other things. Food. There's bountiful of food made of ube.
Yes,
Yes.
Ube. So we're also happy to announce that Talk Ali is the media partner of at Duyam Project, Project Red Ribbon. The event was led by Duyam Project, a foundation that helps the children with HIV and AIDS. It will celebrate the Filipina women wearing Filipiniana costumes and perlas. Hence the name of the exhibit, Perlas ng Silangan.
I love perlas.
Yes,
Yeah.
like in the old times before the June 12th independence, women are the underrated heroes that helped in the achievement of democracy. Today these women are bolder, more fierce, and exactly knows what matters. So they still continue to be the silent leaders of both the smallest units and of the society and the big ones alike. This 2022 Independence Day, we want to celebrate them and motivate them to continue doing what they know best. So the exhibit will showcase 15 acrylic painting artworks and 5 clay sculptures. The exhibit opens last June 12th and runs until July 13, 2022 at the Activity Center of SM City, Santa Mesa. So yeah,
Of course, also congratulations to the Project Ribbon and Duyan Project for having pushed through this wonderful event which benefits a lot of people, especially those who are children with HIV and AIDS.
yes.
So, Mike. But
Yes.
before we introduce our guest, Mike, this episode is brought to us by Amazing Pure Organic Barley, provides you with stamina and vigor to survive long hours of work and play. For inquiries, please contact Ms. Jess Esquilio. You may also email her at jess@esquilio.de for more information.
I am Maritoni Fernandez, and we are in the middle of a barley field here in Swan Hill, Australia.
Well, we think we have the best barley in the world because of our clean irrigation water. Water comes from the Murray River, which is a freshwater river. All our drinking water comes from the Murray River too. So it's full of nutrients, and also the climate is perfect for growing winter cereals. Clean, green, certified organic.
Yeah, we're certified with NASA, which is one of the Australian certifications for organic. IAM Worldwide gets its barley grass powders from Herbal, which sources them from us at Nutrigreen, so you're guaranteed the best barley grass powders in the world.
I am truly proud to say that we are now the sole distributor in the Philippines for Nutrigreen barley.
Amazing pure organic barley provides you with stamina and vigor to survive long hours of work and play. For inquiries, please contact Miss Jess Esquilio. You may also email her at jess@esquilio.de for more information. So,
Mike. Now, Mike, this June is Pride Month and we continue to celebrate it.
yes, Maria. But before we start the show, of course, we should not forget that today is the birthday of one of the Philippines' national hero, Jose Rizal. Not many people from the Philippines realize that there is a statue and park dedicated for their national hero, Jose Rizal, located in and out the way of the village buried deep in the Odenwald forest, about 25 kilometers from Heidelberg. I brought my current clients there and we enjoyed seeing the statue. Yeah. So erected in 1978, as well as the personage where the famous writer and thinker spent nearly a year thinking about one of his novels. Yeah? So Rizal was shot by the Spanish for his attempt to rally Filipino people to rebel against the abuses of the power structure, mainly the Spain, or the Spaniards.
Okay, so yeah, I remember we also went there and the feeling was just overwhelming seeing our flag being recognized in a foreign country. This also led us to visit different places where Rizal went, like Berlin and Heidelberg. We even went to the library to research some of his works.
Yes,
and,
correct.
Everything about Rizal. So,
yes, but most importantly, we are celebrating this day, the birthday of our founder and my lovely co-host, who's also a good friend, daughter, wife, and mother. Let's watch this.
what? Okay, wait, what is that? Okay, I'm scared. Who are these people?
Hi Ate MJ, happy birthday. Enjoy your day. And I miss you and I love you. Hope to see you soon again. Happy birthday again. Mwah.
Hi Ate MJ. Happy birthday. Salamat gid sa imo pagpalangga sa bulig kag sa pag-intindi sa akon, especially sa pagpalangga mo sa akon sang bata nga imo sang ihado. Gina-wish ko nga tani hatagan ka pa sang damo pa nga tinuig maka-celebrate sa imo sang birthday.
Happy birthday ng Maria.
Happy birthday, Madam. We really wish a very happy day to you and to the whole family Rankers. And we wish that you and Michael and the family will have another season of a good project, more projects to come and more podcasts. Because we are thankful that every time we visit your place, you treat us as your family, and your casa is.
Maria, happy birthday to you. See you, Vax.
Hi Maria, happy birthday and my best wish. God bless.
Happy birthday, Maria. I hope to meet you in person. I wish you happiness, good health, and more wealth. Oh my God, puli na kamugi kay para makamit kita. Happy birthday.
Hi Nang, happy birthday. I wish you all the best and keep safe. God. Ayo, halong gid per me.
Hey Maria, happy birthday to you.
I wish you good health, more blessings to come, and more love coming from Mike. See ya.
Oy, grabe. Oh, they're my closest of closest. Oh.
Okay, yes. Happy birthday, Maria.
Nanlamig ako, my
Yes.
God. Kasi, those people are really part of my inner circle. They're like the closest of my friends. Kaya ako kinabahan kasi baka ano sabihin.
Okay.
yung deepest secrets ko. The joke.
Okay, just
Oh my God,
a
I'm so
second.
cool.
We still have a guest outside. Can someone open?
What?
Yes. Okay,
Guest
so we can
outside?
continue. See Leiden.
What?
Yes, we have a special guest for Maria who came in. So
What
yes.
the?
And Leiden is also here.
Sorry, I'm not prepared. Get up the shit. Happy birthday.
Okay. Yes, we are live right now. Okay.
You're like right in front of
Okay.
And now it's okay. Oh my
Yes,
God.
all fine.
Boy, take care of Tita Leiden. Oh my
Okay.
God, her stuff. Give her something to drink. She's warm. Like super. Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Get her some juice, please. She's warm. It's very warm outside.
Okay.
Yes. Oh my God.
Yes.
Thank you so much. I have a special guest here also. I already have a guest, Sarah's here. Now Leiden is here in my home. I'm so happy. I'm super...
Yes, she got cold. It's
cold.
40 degrees outside and she is cold.
I'm freezing. I'm very surprised that most of my friends back home also gave their birthday greetings. Really surprised because, of course, they are very busy with their lives now. I miss them so much. And thank you for taking that time. I know you're all in a good place. All in a good place. Thank you, kay Manny. Of course, Jess, I'll be seeing you later. Who else was there? Sheena, Hansel, Sean was also there.
Sunshine.
Sunshine, of course, I love
Manny.
you. Manny, who else was there?
Yeah, so there's more, but they're still incoming. They're incoming. Dean is there.
Pare, bro. Thank you, grabe. As in effort. I owe you one na naman. Ano ba yan? Kape na lang, kape.
So,
anyway, yes. And yes, thank you very much,
yes,
everybody.
happy birthday.
I would like to thank God above all, my family, Mike, and the kids who have supported my craziness all these years. To Dean, who started TalkAlley with me, of course, brother. To my family, friends who has been there for the good times and the bad. To the greetings they sent, thank you sa effort. And of course, the people I met along the way who made me what I am today. It has been a wonderful journey and I hope to continue to create more memories with all of you and more people that I will be meeting along the way in the years to come. Maraming salamat po. Yun.
Okay.
Thank you. Now, Mike, as I have mentioned earlier, June is also Pride Month, and as we continue to celebrate it, I have a question that I hope our guest could answer. The question is, do Filipinos really understand the term like sexual orientation, gender identity, sex, and sexuality? Can they differentiate it before they start to discriminate?
And this is what we're going to talk about today. So Maria, our guest for today, born on June 17. Belated happy birthday, Professor.
Yeah, my co-Gemini is a professor.
Yes.
Okay.
Her parents are Ermiti G. Gadong Jr. from Tapas Capiz, while her mother is Le Convic A. Gadong from Nigaran, Negros Occidental. She's the eldest among 4 children, 1 brother, 2 sisters.
Specific.
None of the parents are writers, so her scholastic records show that she was first honorable mention and character awardee when she graduated at Santa Maria Catholic School in 1995. In 1999, she graduated as salutatorian and a
Jerry Rojas Leadership Awardee
at UP High School in Iloilo. In 2003, she graduated at the UP Visayas with the degree of BS Applied Mathematics, and in 2013, she graduated at the same institution with the degree of Masters of Education. She currently works at the Division of Professional Education, University of the Philippines, Visayas. Early Sol does research in contextualization, ethnomathematics, and e-learning in the fields of education, statistics, and algebra, among others. Her current project is mathematical reasoning skills in algebra.
I need
mathematics. Love it. I love it.
I need that. My God.
Professor Gadong recently earned distinctions at the 68th Carlos Palanca Memorial Awards for Literature sa Lumok sang Imong Suso. Her work won first prize in the Hiligaynon short story category, while Maraming Marami received the third prize in the Maikling Kwentong Pambata category. Professor Gadong is one of the only two writers who obtained prizes in the separate categories this year. Welcome to TalkAlley, Professor Early Sol Gadong. Hello.
Hello, Mike. Happy birthday, Maria. No? Fellow Gemini.
Yes.
Nashook ako sa introduction, ka-in-depth. Katama ba ako din yung nakita? Thank you so much for being here. Grabe, pwede, Intel, pwede.
Thank you for being
so
with
much.
us here.
Yeah, for the invitation to be with you tonight, this afternoon.
But before I answer my question, amazingly, you are in both worlds. I mean, the literature and mathematics, I mean, fused into one person. Amazing, no? Grabe. Imagine. Now,
yes.
Before we...
Now,
Yeah.
Now, Professor, before we start, I've mentioned last week we talked about asexuality. We understood some of the spectrums discussed by our guest. Does LGBTQA also have the same?
No, that's not. Masyadong advanced si Mike.
Yes,
Wait, na-confused ako. Okay, now before we start, if you have questions for Professor Gadong, you may send them to us via our page, or you may write it down through the comment section of today's show. How's the weather there? Well, Mike is trying to search his question for you.
Mainit. Ilo is burning up. It's very, very warm here. I think it's going to rain in a couple of hours kasi it's very humid, very hot. Ayan. So, but incidentally, just a few days ago, even if it wasn't raining, it flooded somewhere in downtown Iloilo. Apparently, it happened during high tide. So even if there was no rain, bumaha, no? It flooded. So yun, climate change is really
It's extremely hot in here as well. How many degrees? 30, 33?
30. It's currently showing 33 degrees. Wow. So it probably felt like 40 or so.
Burning up outside as well.
Yes.
Oh, I remember. I was there like a month ago and it was crazy, extremely hot.
Very hot.
I wasn't going out of the room at all.
As in.
Yes, so I sorted myself out now. And just before we start, if you have questions, listeners and viewers, to Professor Gadong, you may send them via our comment section, via Facebook and YouTube, or write them down. We'll try to answer as much as we can. So now let's begin. Hello, Sol. The weather we already discussed. If also hot in the Philippines, always. Yeah.
Just a hanging question.
Yes, the hanging questions. Do you think Filipinos really understand terms like sexual orientation, gender identity, sex, and sexuality?
Yeah. In terms of Filipinos understanding all these complex terms, I think there is still a long way to go. I'm saying that based on the fact that we still do not have words for these things. So we do not have a translation, for example, for sexual orientation. We don't have a translation for gender. So in Tagalog or in Filipino, it's just kasarian, which pertains to sex. Other than that, the rest are just direct translation. So I feel that until a place acquires a term for these concepts, I think that that means that there is still a difficulty grasping the complex differences among these terms. But that is not also to say that these things do not exist here, or the concepts do not exist. No, I have a feeling, and research will show that diverse genders, for example, have been around even in pre-colonial Philippines. Perhaps it wasn't it's not really that big a deal for it to be extended into the spectrum that, for example, we know in the West. No? So, ayun.
Yeah, so now that we're still waiting, like maybe you can have the, the primer on LGBTQ definitions in Filipino or Hiligaynon or whatever dialect or language. We need to be able to translate these words or terms. What should a person do or consider in general in order to fully understand his or her gender identity, sex, and sexuality?
Okay. It helps to be familiar with the concept. So maybe we can start there. Maybe we can break down or break apart the terms involved in SOGI, for example. So SOGI is sexual orientation, gender identity, and expression. So before we go there, maybe we can start by differentiating sex and gender. No? So when we speak of sex, these are physiological characteristics, biological characteristics that people in the medical profession use to differentiate between male, female, or intersex, for example, no? So medical term si sex. On the other hand, when we talk about gender, uh, more on social norms siya, cultural siya. So we have gender identity. When we speak of gender identity, it's how one identifies one's self. No, so you identify as cisgender, as male, or as female, and this gender identity may not always be the same as one's gender expression. So gender identity is how you identify, no, yourself. Gender expression is what the people see, no, how you dress, how you move. But again, these are all social constructs, no. So yeah, society has told us how male people move, how masculine or what masculinity is, what femininity is. And then so ayun, so first I think we need to understand these things so that when our identity, no, the way we see ourselves, do not necessarily align, or does not that necessarily align with how we express ourselves, we realize that that's okay, because our gender identity is not always the same as our gender expression, and that's okay. So, for example, I identify as female. I identify as female, but I dress I use a polo shirt, I use baggy pants, no, I wear a cap. So these clothes are identified with the male gender expression.
Yes.
So yeah, so if people see me, they'll think that siguro ang tawag sina gusto yan na mangin lalaki, no? So o siguro panulok niya sa lawas niya lalaki. Maybe she sees herself as a guy, but I don't. It's just my gender expression. So, yun. So, I think once people realize that it's okay for your gender identity and your gender expression to not align, because ultimately these are just, these are just what society tells us na ganito, ganyan. Then, I think we will have a better understanding of these things. Ayun.
Okay.
Okay.
So, well, I identify as a woman and I dress as a woman. Therefore, I am a woman. But what if I am not?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So when you say what if you are not, I think what you mean is your sex, no? Biologically or in medical terms, because in and please, those in the medical profession, correct me if I'm wrong. Please feel free to correct me if I'm wrong. Um, I read a paper that a long time ago, no, because technology wasn't that far advanced as it is now, people in the medical profession put us in two boxes depending on our external sexual characteristics, no? Whether
Yes.
if we had a penis, then we are males. If we had a vagina, then we are females. But science will show that it's not as black and white as that, no? So there are people, in fact, who have two external sexual characteristics that can be classified as male and female. So these are our intersex brothers and sisters. So ayun, so that's a spectrum, and that has absolutely nothing to do with gender orientation. Gender identity and gender expression. So if your physical sexual characteristics aligns with your gender identity, so if you have a vagina and you identify as a woman, then you are a cisgender. Okay, that goes the same for us. So you're a cisgender woman. So if you have a penis and you identify as a man, then you're a cisgender man. So these terms, these are all adjectives. So being cisgender is it's an adjective of a person. So ayun. But if these two things do not align, then yun. So you can refer to yourself now as transgender, no? So if you're a transgender, um, your physical sexual characteristics do not align with your gender identity and
Okay.
for expression also. So ayun.
So parang ano lang siya, in coding, we have that structure where we try to, connect them or interchange, the codes. Anyway, so like, for example, if then its roles, gender roles, come in when, for example, I am female, I have a vagina, I identify myself as female, but then again, the gender role is different. Does that gender role, does that apply your attraction to someone else?
Okay. So when we speak of attraction naman, that's sexual orientation. That's the SO. Okay. So if you're a
Female.
woman, no, if you identify as female and you're attracted to the opposite sex, so if you're attracted to a man, that's what that's what we call straight people. Okay. Now, if you're a woman, if you identify as a woman and you are attracted to another woman, then we call them lesbians. So ako, I'm a woman, I identify as a woman, I'm attracted to women, I call I'm a lesbian. Parang ganoon. Now, if you're a man, you identify as a man, and you're attracted to men, yun yung gay, no? Yun yung ano natin. And then there are also other so some people parang umbrella term na queer. Ayan. So when we say na queer siya, parang umbrella term na hindi straight. So parang ganoon.
Okay.
So
these
how
things,
about bisexuals is
okay.
part of queer?
Yeah. So, yung gay, yung lesbian, yung bisexuals are men or women who are attracted to both men and women. Yeah. So, parang umbrella term yung queer. So, the bisexuals are in there, the gays, the lesbians, differing themselves from the straights. Parang
Okay.
straight. I'm not very comfortable with the term straight kasi because if they are straight, then ano kami, parang baliko, parang ganoon. So that's why I always, but currently there are no other terms at my disposal. So I use air quotes na lang.
Yes.
Okay. So last week we talked about asexuality. We understood some of the spectrums discussed by our guests. Does LGBTQA also have the same? But before we answer these questions, we would like to also invite our guest singer joining us today here for our birthday child. Yes.
My beloved, the Dama guitarista is here. Hello. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. She's my special guest. You're on mute. Hello.
Oh, I was on mute, sorry.
Yes, you were on mute. Hi.
Hello.
Hello po.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi naman dyan.
Hello. Sorry, hindi ko marinig. Sorry.
You can hear us.
Maayong hapon. Good afternoon sa lahat. And happy birthday, Maria. And thank you for inviting me.
Yeah na lang. Okay. So, the stage is yours.
Oh, I'm gonna sing right now. Yeah, I prepared like songs that Maria actually asked me to sing. Which song doon ang gusto mo kantahin ko?
Ikaw, hawak ko pamilya niya. Whichever.
Maria, happy birthday. I think you're the fifth Maria that I met in my life or in this lifetime. Na naging close ko. So I think it was meant that we met and that we conversed and that we talked and wala na ako masabi, ano pa. Maybe I could like mag-wish muna ako. I wish you bluebirds in the spring. I get to give your heart a song to sing and then a kiss. More than this, I wish. And in July, a lemonade to cool you in some leafy glade. I wish you health and more than wealth. I wish you love. Greeting ko pa lang yun. Sorry. Greet ko sa imo. I wish you love. I wish you everything. I wish you all the desires na inang heart that the sovereign will grant it.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I'm going to sing, I think, an original that she wants me to sing.
Yay.
this like weeks ago. A month na, no? Okay.
Underneath these trees, a pleasant scene before me. Some time running short, and this opportunity sort of a question. Not a denial, something being up in the air while our hearts on fire. Settled spirit, crazy to see the side to the world, while another to me. In me, how crazy, steer the spirit and follow hard life will I hear it or just simply write our lips and brush the stage away, or must we ask, must we wait, must we wild away, must we stay? As I close her face, the wind was my cheeks. Thought of quickly, you made a face at me. You look away your eyes, smile unto me. These few words you left with me while our hearts are through. Settled spare, crazy to see, to the world while another to me. In me, how crazy, steer the spirit and call the heart to life. Hear it, or just simply about our lips and brush the stains away. Or must we ask, must we wait, must we wild away, must we stay? Stay, how I want you to stay. I should have said why. Stay, oh, stay. Should have chosen the porridge and coffee and sunrise of you instead. Now I think I regret. Should have told you to stay. Oh, stay. Oh, stay.
So, thank you.
Unmute. Thank you so much. I love that song. That's my favorite. And we will hear more from you before we end the show.
I was told only one or two songs. Later, I was told pala 10 songs. But I'm happy to do it. Like, so it's your birthday, so
Thank you.
pwede abusuhin. I would allow myself to abuso.
Thank you so much.
Happy birthday. Sige, sige.
Yay! Oo. Basta mga childhood friends mo talaga for more than 3 decades. Pwede.
Yes. So now, Professor Gadong, as I've mentioned, last week we talked about asexuality.
Yes.
And we understood some of the spectrums discussed by our guest. Does the LGBTQA also have the same?
Uh,
Spectrum.
yeah, spectrum. So again, so yung spectrum, we can apply that to gender. So when you come to think of it, um, gender really is fluid. It's a spectrum. Some maybe nga it's not even a spectrum in a linear way. Eh. Maybe there are even offshoots here and there. So, but generally, right now we think of it as on the one end there's masculine, on the other end there's feminine, and then there are expressions and identities in between. But if you think of it as just linear, then where will, for example, asexual come in? Kasi asexuality is with sexual orientation, and in terms of that they are not attracted, no, there is no sexual attraction to other people. So where do we put that in the linear spectrum? We also have pansexuals. So for pansexuals naman, they do not limit their choices to biological sex, parang ganoon. So on the one hand, yeah, we can think of gender identity, sexual orientation, gender expression as a spectrum, in the sense that it is not black and white lang. Hindi lang siya black or white. It's not just a binary, but an entire host of everything in between. So yun, in that aspect, yeah, we can think of it as a spectrum also.
Okay. So
Okay.
there are, yeah.
So there are different types of sexual orientation, discrimination that people should be aware about. Maybe they are already doing it to their loved ones and they don't know it.
Yeah, maybe. Are there different types of sexual orientation discrimination?
Yeah, there are plenty, no? When it comes to sexual orientation, it can go from something as subtle as not as ignoring that person, no? So ignoring, for example, you have a relative who says that they're attracted to somebody of the same sex, no? And then you ignore that attraction, you do not acknowledge that. So every family reunion, you ask that relative, okay, when are you getting married? Why are you not married yet? Ayan. So that's a subtle discrimination, the not acknowledging the person's sexual orientation. And it can go to as extreme as physical violence, no? Very recently,
Crime or crime.
yeah, hate crimes, yeah, based on people's sexual orientation. So yeah, there's an entire host of these things. It can also be in the form of being discriminated in your employment. There are certain cultures, for example, that think it's malas to have a gay or a lesbian in their business. So, with that kind of mindset, they wouldn't hire people that are not, cisgendered, for example, because it's malas. They're not going to promote this person. So, yeah, it comes in these forms also.
Okay. So what should they do when they experience these things? Are there laws protecting them from such?
Yeah. Unfortunately, here in the Philippines, there is the Anti-Discrimination Act, no, is just an ordinance in certain places. It's not yet a national thing. The SOGI bill has been around for a very, very long time,
More than
that
10,
yeah, more than
more
10
than a
years.
decade.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it hindi siya kapasar gidya, no? Hindi ta
Yeah.
kaintindi kung ano gidya ang hindi nila magustuhan sa SOGI Equality Bill, considering nga tanan man kita, all of us have a SOGI. Though it's not just meant to protect, one sector of society. It's meant to protect everybody. So, but here, for example, in Iloilo, we have an anti-discrimination ordinance. So yeah, so we cannot be discriminated against based solely on our age, gender expression, gender identity, or religion. So we have something like that, and we hope that something like that. There's something like that also in the national scale, because everybody deserves this kind of protection.
Yes.
What are the common questions about one's sexuality, and how should someone come to terms with it? Where should they
What are
go?
what are the wait lang. What are the common questions?
For example,
Um,
parents who are confused, or
ah,
yeah, those
okay.
common questions that they should start considering reaching out.
Okay. Um, I think it's a very precarious thing when the way you see yourself does not really conform to what society expects of you. No, so as a woman, you're expected to wear a dress. You're expected to wear makeup. You're expected to be prim and proper. But yeah, but not all women are like that. And not all women who are masculine presenting see themselves as a man. No, for example, I tend to be masculine presenting, but I see myself as 100% woman, parang ganoon. So if you have these things here in Iloilo, for again, because that's what I'm familiar with, we have the Iloilo Pride team. This is
Yes.
a very, very progressive organization. It's a
Yes,
very,
I'm a
very,
member of. I'm so proud.
yeah, yun. It's a very, very progressive organization. Um, and yeah, they will, it's not they I can't really say that they will help you come to terms with who you are, with how you express, etc., but there are people there that you can talk with, that you can
Yes.
yeah, you can share these thoughts and ideas with. On the national level, we have the Bahaghari organization. It's another progressive organization for members of the LGBTQIA plus community. So you can reach out to them via various social media platforms.
Yes, that's wonderful, because this generation is so lucky to have these organizations and to have members of the community who are very, you can reach out easily now.
That's
And,
true.
there
That's
are already names identifying such, unlike, decades ago,
yeah.
identify ko sa age ko.
Age reveal. Age reveal.
Actually, will na talagang nothing. You don't know what to
Yeah.
do. No, you don't know how to express it or say to your friends. You just observe. But you
Yeah,
just
that's
sit in
true.
the
That's
corner
true.
and observe. Exactly.
So, what advice would you give to those who are going through a hard time understanding their gender or sexuality?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, number one, love yourself. I think more than anything else, no, we listen to Tita Whitney Houston, no, loving yourself is the greatest love of all, talaga. So, love yourself, because really acceptance comes from within. Once sometimes it's difficult for us to see that people are accepting of us if we do not accept ourselves mismo. So love yourself, limit your expectations to those that are really important. You know, the whole world does not need to accept who you are. Just limit that expectation from the people who really matter. That's number two, I guess. No. Number three, if it's possible and if it's safe, seek out like-minded individuals, like-minded people. Support group is very, very important, especially if your household or domestic situation is not very safe or very accepting of who you are. So seek out like-minded individuals. Make sure that these groups have your interest in mind. They do not have their personal agenda also. No? If you have the resources, read about these things, find out more about these things. And lastly, it gets better. Take it from me, no? From I think magka-generation kami ni Maria. It's it's far different when when Maria and I were teenagers. When I was a confused high school girl, not really being sure of what I was going through. But really, it gets better once you find your family, your support group, your persons. It really gets better. So just hang in there.
Yeah, that's right. Kasi like for me, what I missed during my younger years, now I try to support others who are trying to understand who they are. So I'm there na lang, trying to support them. Kasi when during my time, I knew and I understood how hard it was not to express yourself, not to know how to identify yourself. So now I'm trying to reach out and telling them it's gonna be okay. Yeah, the time will come when if you want to come out and tell the world, it will come, and no one can force you otherwise. So
Correct,
go
correct.
on and
Do
love
it
it.
in your own terms. Always in your own
Exactly.
terms.
Yes.
So,
So,
before we end our talk with Professor Gadong, let's ask her some fun
we
questions.
fun questions.
Yes. So,
So hard.
What's the first question? Anong fun question ba to?
Yes.
Fun nga. If you were a flavor, what would you be and why?
Diyos ko, Lord! Strawberry?
Fun nga.
Strawberry.
Ooh, very sexy.
Yeah, it's strawberry season right now here in Germany. So,
Oh!
Oh, yeah. So next question.
next
Mike.
question: if you have a superpower, what would it be?
Invisibility. Very ironic, but yeah, grabe. It's people. It's a great power to be invisible when you want to, no, when you choose to be. Parang
Yeah, si Professor kasi very famous kaya kasi maging invisible. Alam niyo
Baka rin,
makita. Next question. If you were given a chance to speak to anyone living or dead, who would it be?
oh my gosh. Father's Day today. So my father probably. Yeah, he passed away when I was 7 years old. So it would be fun. Pero tayo hindi ko pagbisitaha tayo ha. Okay lang po. Sa ano lang, sa interview lang siya. Okay lang ako dire. Basi totoo doon niya balaw.
And our last question.
Yes, if you were to describe your life in a song right now, what song would it be? And you have to
Wow.
sing it.
And I have to sing it.
Yes.
But
Ano
hindi
ba-
na ka mag-next.
Did this.
I believe the children are our future. Pwede spoken word na lang. Kay daw dira ako
Yes.
I believe the children are our future. Teach them well. And ano sugpon, Maria? And let them lead the way.
Lead the way.
Lead the way.
Yes, yes. And the rest of that.
Perfect. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor.
We learned
Thank you.
so much from you, Professor.
Yeah, we learned so much talaga. At
you,
first,
thank you.
really na-excite si Mike kasi Mike loves mathematics.
Oh!
Parang nag-relate siya, sabi niya, kaya nasabog-sabog yung mind niya kanina.
That's
But
great.
thank you
That's
so
great.
much for taking
Thank
the
you.
time. We know
Thank you
that
for the
you're
invitation.
but thank you so much for educating us and others also who will be watching it after. Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Bye-bye, everyone.
Bye.
Good
Thank
night.
you.
Bye bye.
So that was wow, an honor talaga to be, to be a part of this conversation today with Professor Gadong. She's
Yes.
also a Palanca winner, and it's an honor to be interviewing her today.
Yes.
Diba? This is a great opportunity for us. Thank you very much. And now, of course, let's have ayun.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
The Dama guitarista. Say it.
The Dama Guitarista.
Ah, there's another name for that when she eats a lot. I was going to say it, pero baka murder it. Okay, for her next song, come sing na.
Something. Okay. Sorry, ilang kay gakahulog gali ako diri ho. Wait
Ang
lang.
guitar mo daw medyo hindi bat-batian.
Oh, that's
Yan.
Hmm?
Pwede.
I tried adjusting it kanina. So I'd be singing like songs that Maria asked me to sing. Yung favorite niya. Siyempre, birthday. Sunday evening rain is falling. Still some cautious, some scared. Clouds are shrouding us in moments unforgettable. Just to fit the mood that I am. Things that can't go crazy, living life it's hard to do. And I would gladly hit the road, get up and go. That someday it will lead me back to you. That someday it will lead me back to you. That'll make me all I need. In darkness she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow and Sunday. Everyone we fingers raising every outline. Paint a picture with my hands. Back and forth this way like roaches in the storm. Change the weather, still together when it ends. That may be all I need. In darkness she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow and Sunday morning. Never run things that can go crazy. Living life is hard to do. And someday it will lead me back to you. That someday it will lead me back to you. But that'll make me all I need. In darkness she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday morning. Never things that can go crazy. Living life is hard to do. Gladly hit the road, get up and go with a new someday it will lead me back to you. That someday it will lead me back to you. That'll make me all I need. Darkness she is all I see. Come and rest your bones with me. Driving slow on Sunday evening. Never wanna be. Da 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 da. Da 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 da.
to figure out.
Thank you, thank you.
Are we?
Yes. Ano?
What do you call that? When you sing, do naga buffer, no? Is it buffering?
Yeah, it's like chopped sometimes,
That
but
you chop.
Is it chopped? Yeah. I think it must be my kasi it must be the chord.
Chord? But why?
How is it right now? How about this one?
It's
this is better, yeah.
Better.
Maybe you need
So I
to-
think the next time I sing, I'm going to like diri ako mag
Yes,
Yeah.
that's right. Okay,
this one.
time is now.
The time is now. Ito talaga when you like meet Marias in your life. Oh my God. Talagang they would ask you to sing
Be professional.
like whatever like now. Okay. Um maybe I'll sing the song that I wrote again. I wrote two songs. The first one I sang na. So
Self-promotion ito.
the one that this is the first song that I wrote, but it's in Hiligaynon, and I think we have Hiligaynon watchers, diba? Ilonggo.
Yes.
Okay.
Ang kada hapon napahaludong sa imo noon katahong sininga adlaw ginapanan ang sa kada piyong sa mga mata yung bungo sa nahuna kahit itaw anong uhaw taki suon ginanyaw sa imo yuhon sa imo yuhon langga sa gihapon sa kada sirong sa kagabihon imo yung gabilin sa paminsan sa kada aganga muklat sang akon mga mata yung mo ginalaman ano kalipay sa tuyan magtamyaw sa akon padayon nagalaom sa isa ka alaw bato iwat ang imo yuhong imo yuhong langga sa gihapon pero nakatulong mga lunas ng madumduman ko ang imo yung kakahapon kuyati ako'y kamot nakikinsaan mo sing nabipa magtindig kita agad pagtigulang kita sa tunga langga sa gihapon apang hinigman sabihin ka na yari ako padayon yahulan sa imo gihapon gani palihon magkapalihon balik ka na sa ako oh Balik ka na, balik ka na, balik ka na sa ako hanggang kanta ko, palakpak ko. Okay.
Grabe, community mo, Bas. We love it.
Thank you.
Ay, palakpak mo. Kita nini.
Palakpakan mo. Yay. So I hope na-appreciate sang mga Ilonggo da. It's a love song.
Mga Ilonggo. Like, doon sa Ilonggo.
Oo. Ay, oo, no.
Yes.
So I'm an ally sang LGBTQ ever since. So,
of course.
Yes.
I'm part of the LGBTQA. So, I love it.
And I hope you like it.
Yeah. Sino?
In my family.
Ah, really?
Yes, in each generation.
That's good. Dalawa din. Raise your hand. See?
Yeah, that's the
Kami dalawa.
technical team in the background and the.
Great.
Okay. So, do you have a final song? Kapalang mo.
Sa pagid? Ang hambal niya sa akin. She asked me, like, yeah, it's my birthday, blah, 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 blah. She asked me to sing a song or two, and I said yes. And right now, it's like, siguro last minute, she asked me, can it be 10? Ayos ka.
I hear nothing.
Sige. But since it's your birthday,
last song.
Again, pwede ako abusuhon.
Okay, yay! Final.
I prepared actually the songs that you.
Dapat closer ka sa mic para clear.
Mas closer ang kanina, mas okay siya. So I think it's the gain that I need to adjust. It has something to do with that. So, okay. Any songs in particular na gusto mo i-request?
Please hurry up. You have to cook the lumpia pa.
Ay, sorry. So, any song that na gusto mo gina-request mo?
What was the list that I gave you?
You said, ano ganito, kahit maputi. Tsaka you said like, just the two of us.
Just the two of us.
Ayaw want that. Okay.
Good chill. Or sa beach.
Okay. Okay.
There's a guy to.
May capo.
Sorry, Jess. Cook the lumpia.
Sige. Kadali na siya para sa lumpia. Tapos na.
Wala pa yung rap pa naman.
Okay. Okay.
See the crystal raindrops fall, and the beauty of it all is when the sun comes shining through. To make those rainbows in my mind, when I think of you sometime, I wanna spend some time with you. Just two of us, we can make it if we try. Just two of us, just the two of us, just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. Look for love, no time for tears. Wasted water's all that is. Don't make no flowers grow. Good things might come to those who wait, but not for those who wait too late. You gotta go for all we know. Just the two of us, we can make it if we try. Just the two of us, just two of us, just the two of us, building castles in the sky. Just the two of us, you and I. Hear the crystal raindrops falling on the window down, and it becomes a morning dew. And darling, when the morning comes and I see the chorus, I'll never be the one. Just us. We can make it if we try. Just two of us. Just two of us. Just two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just two of us. You and I. Just two of us. We can make it if we try. Just two of us. Just two of us. Just two of us. Building castles in the sky. Just two of us. You and I.
Thank you.
All right, clap.
Ano? Force clap.
Okay, thank you very much.
Very much. Thank you for being with us today, and thank you for
Anytime.
doing everything.
Welcome and happy birthday, Maria. And, thank you for having me here. Salamat, salamat.
Okay, so now we're going to say goodbye. Mike,
Yes.
your mic.
Okay, yes. So, thank you for all the listeners and viewers joining us today here on this episode of TalkAlley.
Yes.
I wish you all a very good Sunday. We're going to celebrate now with our friends and family. So, see you
I'm
next
going to
Sunday.
cook now.
Thank you again, the guitarista.
Guitarista. Dama.
Yes.
He's murdering your name. Okay, so thank you.
This is Mike.
And I'm Maria.
And this is
And this is
TalkAlley.
TalkAlley.
Bye.